Well, welcome to the second overview of 2019. That's right, it's mid-April and it's the end of the second week of the State Parliament for the year. This week's question time was dominated by questions around the budget, and we found out that the Treasurer had actually admitted that he's punched a $500 million black hole into the state budget. Now, he has prided himself on being the best economic manager in the country, but we know it's been a smoke and mirrors trick for a number of years, and now it's time for him to do the hard work to ensure that we can invest in health, in education, in housing, and also key infrastructure across the state. We have no confidence that this Treasurer has got a plan, and we expose that writ large in the question times across this week. We dealt with a piece of legislation that the government have been trying to avoid to deal with for a number of months. They've used every trick in the book to delay the implementation of a bill which essentially means very little for the vast majority of Tasmanians, but for those transgender people in Tasmania it means a significant amount. It removes discrimination and it makes their life easier. As I said, it has little impact for the vast majority of Tasmanians, but for a small, special part of Tasmanian community it will mean a big difference. The government tried everything in the book, and the upper house went through it line by line, dealing with all the challenges and all the questions that were made about the legislation, and finally we got that through both houses of Parliament. And what that meant in the vote on the floor of Parliament is that their Speaker, the Liberal Speaker, Sue Hickey, crossed the floor numerous times, and for the Premier to get up and state that he has a control of the Parliament and he leads a strong, stable majority government makes a mockery of that claim. The other issue clearly across the week has been the public sector wages dispute. The government are holding to their line. They're claiming that there is a reasonable offer on the table, but it's not a reasonable offer if we will still have the lowest paid firefighters, the lowest paid nurses, teachers, public servants across Tasmania, and the offer on the table is effectively a wage cut. That is still a big issue for this government to deal with in the coming weeks and months. So a big second week. We fought very hard. We've exposed the Treasurer for his poor budget management, and we're fighting the good fight for all of Tasmanians.